Christopher Nolan just dropped a $250 million gamble, and it might be the most insane theatrical experience of our generation. Forget everything you know about Greek mythology. The Odyssey isn't just a movie, it is a massive 3-hour IMAX spectacle that completely redefines the blockbuster. But with a runtime clocking in at almost 3 hours, a cast packed with heavy hitters like Matt Damon, Tom Holland and Zendaya, and practically zero green screens, does Nolan actually pull off the impossible? Or is this a rare miss? Today we are breaking down everything you need to know about the Odyssey before you buy that ticket. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the story. If you slept through high school English, here is the quick version. The Odyssey picks up right after the Trojan War. Matt Damon plays Odysseus, the king of Ithaca who is just trying to get back home to his wife Penelope, played brilliantly by Anne Hathaway. But the universe and a few very angry gods have other plans. It takes him 10 brutal years of facing down monsters, sirens, and a literal cyclops to finally make it back. But what makes this adaptation wild is the star power Nolan packed into it. Tom Holland steps away from Spider-Man to play Telemachus, Odysseus' son, who is dealing with a house full of greedy suitors trying to steal his mom and his inheritance. And the leader of those scumbag suitors, Robert Pattinson, playing Antinous. Pattinson is absolutely unhinged in this role. He brings this sleazy, arrogant energy that makes you love to hate him. Throw in Zendaya as the goddess Athena, Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy, and Charlize Theron, and you are looking at the most stacked cast of 2026. Now let's talk about why you have to see this on the biggest screen possible. We all know Christopher Nolan prefers practical effects over CGI. He detonated a real plane for Tenet and recreated a nuclear blast without green screens for Oppenheimer. So how does he handle Greek gods, sea monsters and massive shipwrecks, practical effects and unparalleled camera work? The Odyssey is the first blockbuster in history to be shot entirely using IMAX film cameras. When Odysseus is out on the ocean battling massive storms, you feel it in your chest. The sound designed by Ludwig Göransson is deafening in the best way possible. The waves, the cracking of the ship's wood, the sheer scale of the mythical islands. It doesn't look like a Marvel movie shot in a digital studio. It looks gritty, terrifying, and undeniably real. Nolan forces you to feel the exhaustion and the stakes of a 10-year survival mission. But it's not completely flawless. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the runtime. This movie is 2 hours and 53 minutes long. If you are expecting non-stop action like John Wick but with swords, you need to adjust your expectations right now. Because this is a Nolan film, the packing is highly strategic. The middle act, where Odysseus is trapped on the island of Ogygia with the nymph Calypso, slows the packing way down. It becomes this deep psychological thriller about isolation and losing your mind rather than a monster-hunting action flick. For audiences used to fast-paced dopamine hits, that hour is going to feel like a slow burn. You will definitely feel the length. But if you stick with it, the payoff in the third act, when Odysseus finally gets back to Ithaca to confront Robert Pattinson and the suitors, is one of the most satisfying, brutal cinematic climaxes of the decade. So is the Odyssey worth your hard-earned dollars this weekend? Absolutely. Yes, it's long. Yes, you should probably skip the large soda so you don't have to hit the restroom in the middle of a massive battle scene. But this is the exact type of massive, ambitious filmmaking that theaters were built for. Matt Damon gives the performance of his career, and Nolan proves once again that nobody does scale quite like him. I'm giving the Odyssey a solid 9 out of 10. But I want to hear from you guys. Are you going to see it in IMAX, or are you waiting for it to hit streaming? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the review, subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming breakdown of the ending, and I'll catch you in the next one.